got way too many problems to be worried. I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy. I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, and look like I'm foreign cars driving fast. I never done this before. Get out my problems. Let me. When I've been up his magic with the gang, we ball out. They can't get.
Coach, thank you. We have playoff football and bone-chilling playoff football at that in the city of brotherly love at Lincoln Financial Field. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Chicago Bears and the Philadelphia Eagles. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, 90, Wolf. 54. Hey, tight. Ready.
To throw is Reed. Throwing on first down. And he completes it to Cohen. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Watch the twist. 22-jet bomber.
From the gun on 3rd down. Reed escaping the pressure right. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here comes the Bears punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Slam. Leave 5-3. Shit.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Nice play, baby.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Army. Kill. Turn up. Kill. 5-7. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
At the 26-yard line.
Here we go. Back man. Waiting. Bus.
Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. He'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And the kick by Elliott is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here we go, D. Anxious down.
2nd and 5. And he finds Penny. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Ready? 54, right there. 54, Mike. Go out.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Get nowhere. Going nowhere.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6. Check 25.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Go.
Mike, 53.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Play action. Now Wentz. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
So a very short kicker. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Let's go. Now.
Reed throwing again. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 9, check 9. Check 43.
Hey, stand.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Now Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33.
Here we go. Under touch. Watch twist. Watch twist. He's coming.
Wentz on the give to Sanders.
Check 44.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
You draw closer.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A 3rd field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he finds his tight end, it's Ertz. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Going for it with Sanders. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Here we go. 180!
52, come on.
Tyson.
Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Down the man inside, down the man.
Shit!
Chopper!
Wide, get wide.
They'll run with Sanders. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Brings up third and goal.
This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is third and goal.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
Go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On second down, Glass. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Let's go. Great.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Another run with Sanders. Fight Speeding through it, he's got space. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, 27 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2.
57. General Wentz. Switch. Run. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They're going to try and run. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Ready.
Reed now on 1st and 10. Caught by Allen. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Reed. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Well, they try to swing it on left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Completes this one to Starks. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. I love that play because in the snow you think run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. They try again with Cohen. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Rock it. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Check. Crunch. 6-6. Pull it high. Check 4. 36. Slam. Kill. Check 50. Bam. Hit it.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point attempt to come here. And they're back within 8. It's 15-7.
Makes the score Eagles 15, Bears 7.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. On play action, Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And that goes for a gain of 31. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll get further out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10, right at the 40. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. On 1st down, it's Sanders. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. That kind of looked like a defense fed up by being gashed in the running game all night.
Yeah, and imagine their coach saying, if you're fed up on that play, where were you the rest of the time? What took you so long? But flip it over to the offensive side. They've been dominating this thing, and to finally have a play go against them, that's not something that's going to make them feel very good this evening.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Here's Reed to throw on 2nd down. That is caught by Cohen.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, tight down. There you go. Check. 53.
Now Reed operating from the gun. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. To throw is Reed. Throwing on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check 26, check 26. Watch out, lefty, lefty. Come on, this is done.
Running right, here's Sanders. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Watch the twitch.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, it's Sanders. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10. And they take a knee. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
It's going to be a long day.
And they will take a knee here. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. And they'll indeed take a knee. And well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound.